you have to have all your ducks in a row, or all your crosses, you have to have all your T's crosses and all your, what's the saying?
This one is
all
terrible.
your dotted I.
This one is terrible. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for coming back to our channel. We just want to let you guys know that we appreciate you guys watching and we love y'all. And please, before we get into this video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment, and make sure you turn on your notification bell so that way you guys won't miss any videos.
So today we're going to be talking about how we bought a house at 25 years old. We're going to go through the list of steps and our experiences to help you guys out if you're curious on how to buy a house, especially at a young age.
Yeah, we just bought a house, so we wanted to share our experience and tell you guys how it was. So hopefully this will help y'all.
Yeah. So for starters, the first thing that helped me in purchasing a home was working as soon as I could. As soon as I turned 14, I got a job. And as soon as I got a job, I opened up a bank account, a checking, and a savings. And I learned how to budget my money accordingly. I was very strict with it, and I put most of my earnings into my savings. And I developed really good habits at such a young age that I used as I got older.
Yeah, I kind of did a similar thing. I started saving money from a young age. I've been working for a long time. And having good spending habits, that's a very important thing when it comes to saving money. And also live under your means, if I make any sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's actually a really good point, because a lot of times when people start getting money, they're not used to getting money. They get so excited and they want to spend everything on the best of the best and designer and experiences and everything. And that's all good, but in moderation. Don't blow your entire check. Don't blow your entire savings on something so small for the moment. Think about the greater picture and think about developing a millionaire mindset, honestly.
Yeah.
Because that's what you really have to do in order to get things done in life.
Yeah, you got to be able to look up ahead and not just live in the moment. And every purchase you make, think about what you really need and what you really don't. And live under your means. Another important step to purchasing a home or buying a house or any property is having good credit. So this is how I got my credit to be as good as it is now from a young age. I remember when I was a student, I kept applying to like credit cards and I would always get denied because I had no credit, until finally they approved me and I started building up my credit little by little. You don't want to have no late payments, nothing that can hurt your credit. Credit is more important than money. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have no credit...
Credit is super important. Credit comes down to the higher your credit, the more money you can get approved for your loan, essentially. So you want to aim for the stars. I wish I knew you back when you were applying for all those credit cards, because if you get denied, that's actually negative points towards your credit. I would have told you to open up a secured credit card through your bank.
I didn't even know what that was. I'm just finding out about this. A secured what?
A secured credit card. So say you put $300 towards your secured credit card. You have $300 to play with, and you can pay it off as if it was like a credit card, but it's your own $300 that you're using. And banks give it to young people so that they can build their credit that way. And once you build your credit that way, you can get a normal credit card and build your credit even faster.
I had no idea.
That's a very, very good option for people. So I wish I told you that instead of applying to all those things. You know what? It worked out in the long run.
Yeah, it worked out in the long run, yeah.
We both have pretty good credit. I also went hard in paying off my school loan. Didn't you have a lease that helped with your credit?
I just got done paying for that not so long ago, and that really helped my credit.
That helped your credit. So dabble into anything that you can. Do your research on how to build your credit, and definitely look into getting a secured credit card if you haven't already. The third step on how we bought a house at 25 is getting pre-approved. And that was probably one of the hardest parts, because lenders are not your friend. They're not easy to work with. They want to know, like, what your mother had for dinner. That's what took up most of the time, honestly, was just getting pre-approved, because they have to have, like, 3 years of records, 3 years of working, pay stubs, tax receipts.
Honestly, in my opinion, getting pre-approved is the most important step towards buying a house. The reason why it's so hard is because you really have to prove that you can really own and that you're ready to own a house. They want to make sure that you can keep up with your payments. That's why I said live under your means, because you can make enough money to buy the house, but then you might not be saving enough money, and they want to be able to look at those things.
You have to show proof for everything. So if you don't have records now, you better start keeping them in like a file or something, because they are going to dig through everything. Even things that you might have forgotten about, they're going to dig through. So keep your records, be organized. That'll help you in the long run. Another very important part that I want to point out is shop your lenders. I know that might affect your credit because they're going to do a credit report on you every single time, but I would say at least 2 to 3 lenders you should shop around, because they're going to try to get the most money possible. So you can play off of them. You can say, hey, I got pre-approved at this amount. What can you do for me? You have to play the ball with them. You have to be smart. You can't just let them do all the work, because they're going to screw you if they can. It's our experience. One lender was going to give us a $500 lender credit, as opposed to the other lender who was going to give us a $2,500 lender credit. You know, obviously that's a big difference right there. And then when I told the lowball guy that I was getting that high of a credit, he said, oh, I can do that for you. So,
yeah.
Be patient, be smart.
There's one thing I want to say. If I could go back and redo this entire process again with the pre-approval, I would handle it completely different.
How so?
I would try to have everything ready that I know that they're going to ask for. So that way there's not as much back and forth. Because really, why are you smiling at me like that?
Because you think it's that easy. I was the one that did most of like the online emailing and stuff, so he doesn't know how extensive it was. I just told him what I needed and he would get it. I thought I had everything I needed. I keep good files. I'm very organized. And guess what?
What?
That my hair was falling out. Like, I was stressed out.
But it was because of our situation, you know. I'm not going to tell you guys everything, but... And it was not fun, you know. We were so excited because we were like, oh, yeah, let's buy our first house, you know, which is good. But it turned out very, very stressful. But I have a feeling that the second time around it's going to be a lot more enjoyable, at least. It's not going to be fun, but it's not going to be as hunting, I guess.
So after we got pre-approved for the house, we had to get all the paperwork in order, and the lenders had to do their thing. They were in contact with me, with the lawyers, with the sellers. So it was just a big back and forth email trail up until we actually sat down and signed. You have to push through it, you have to give them what they need, and you have to stay on top of things. If something's lingering in the back of your mind and you're like, they haven't reached out to me about this, I better see what's up.
One thing I've noticed, babe, too, they're more likely to help you if they know that you're serious about purchasing.
Oh, absolutely. So after all that was said and done, we got all that we needed, we made the deadline, and we closed. I was in such disbelief that, like, I didn't want to tell anybody or do anything or talk about it too soon, because I didn't think we were going to be able to close on the deadline.
The entire time I was like, we're going to be all right, we're going to be all right. And she was like, no.
But we did it, we signed, and it was just such an amazing feeling.
I was like, yes, I'm walking into my home. My home.
You can do whatever you want.
Can't really do whatever I want, but...
Well, we live in a multifamily.
No, you bother me too much.
We actually bought a multifamily home as an investment property, and also the property that we live at. It was always his idea to get a multifamily home. Essentially, the rents are going to help pay the mortgage.
So, after we purchased the house, it really didn't sink in up until the first few payments that we started making. Then it kind of hit me. I was like, wow, I'm making payments on this house. Like, this is my house. It took a while for me to actually, like, realize, wow, this is mine.
Same.
I'm just very thankful to God for allowing me to be able to work and to be able to use my mind and make good decisions. And,
yeah,
you know.
It really was such a blessing. I was so thankful. just to be able to do that. It's such a young age. If you really think about it, what other 25-year-old do you know owns a multi-family home?
We're not the only ones that make smart decisions, but we just wanted to share this experience with you guys and show you guys how proud we are of our hard work.
Now that we bought the house, we have to be organized with our payments. And we have to make sure we pay things on time. The first thing that we did was we went and opened up a joint bank account so that we could track all of our expenses for the house in that account easily.
Yeah, it's easier when it comes to doing tax deductions. Do it however you like to do it. She likes to do a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I also made a spreadsheet because we have tenants. I have every receipt, everything that they've paid, everything that I've paid to the mortgage company, or any repair or maintenance that I've made to the house. It all comes out of that account and it all goes on that spreadsheet so that at the end of the year it'll be easy to file my taxes and to just keep records of everything. I feel like that's always very, very important.
What's your favorite part of being a homeowner?
My favorite part of being a homeowner is getting the rent checks.
I can't be against you on that one because, guys, I want to give you guys this, and this is just a gift, so you're welcome, all right? Once you get the first taste of passive income, you're always going to strive to try to get more passive income. It's like you could work for your money. As a wise man once said, you aren't making money until you make money while you're sleeping.
That's pretty wise.
So, you're welcome. And that's honestly my favorite part of being a homeowner. What's your least favorite part of being a homeowner? I know my least favorite part.
Obviously, just having the responsibility of fixing things around the house and making sure everything's in working order.
It's
finding tenants.
It's a lot to keep up with. I get to actually come home and say, wow, it's so nice to be home.
Yes, he says it every day.
Yeah, especially when I get those hard days at work.
Oh, yes.
All right, guys. So that was just a few tips on how to buy a house and
how we bought our house anyways.
Yeah. We just wanted to share that with you guys and see if we can help somebody out there that's trying to buy a house. I know a lot of you guys are trying to.
You can totally do it. You just have to have patience.
Not only that, but you guys have to have a goal, and you need to commit to that goal.
And ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask stupid questions. If you don't understand something, ask. If something doesn't seem right, ask. Because a lot of times these banks, they make mistakes too. So look over everything, read everything before you sign it, and ask questions while you can, even if they sound stupid. That's probably the best advice I could give you.
And guys, we're obviously not going through every single thing that we went through. It's quite a lot. It was 8 months of straight work. We're obviously leaving some stuff behind. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys think we should have done something better, or if you guys have a better way of doing things, let us know also.
Give us some tips. We're open to it. We're new homeowners, so we could use all the tips we could get.
Yeah, we're just started.
We just know how the process went for us, and it sucked.
The whole purpose of this video is to let y'all know that if y'all commit to the goal and do your things the way you're supposed to do them, don't make bad decisions,
be responsible,
and discipline yourself, it's doable, So we appreciate you guys watching. We love y'all.